Monday, everyone. Welcome to this week's vlog. So, started out as a good week. I look like I'm in the Truman Show. Yeah, good week already. Got a call this morning from Howdens, which if you are from the UK, you'll recognise it's a kitchen supplier in England. They had found his profile, his carpentry profile online, and she said, we'd love to have a meeting with you, show you around the showroom and get Leon set up with a trade account. So that's great. That's really, really good news. So I've booked that in for 2 weeks' time. We're going to tie it in with an IKEA trip because we've been putting off going for so long and we just need to go and get it done. We still need curtains for in here. We also need some new crockery because all of ours is chipped and cracked. All of our glassware is chipped. We also would love to get a bed because at the minute we're still sleeping just on a stack of mattresses that the old owners left here. Video went live just this morning, all to do with the Delft tests, and it's getting some good traction. I mean, it's only been live for an hour. Yeah, getting lots of comments as well. I think people are really worried about it. So anyway, if you are interested and you want to know more, watch that video. It's a full breakdown of the Delft language tests and everything you need to know to be prepared for these changes to French residency. Anyway, I'm going to go because I'm meeting a friend this afternoon. We're going to do some work together. I've got this appointment as well, and I really want to do a workout. There we go.
Oh, there's an old black one over there, I think. Where's the little baby one? That's a very, very small one.
Yeah, maybe been born yesterday actually, maybe.
That means that spring's nearly here.
It does.
So we're in Tourliac. There was a resistance centre here that was found by the Nazis in July 1944. And I think this memorial here for Nathan Goldstein, and he saw Nazi soldiers coming up this road, and he was posted here as a lookout because down that road there's a farm used by the resistance for their meetings. He never made it to tell them what was happening because he was killed first, and then they carried on down here and found, does it say there, he was a voluntary lookout. Oh, and he had 2 children that were living at a farm in Saint Etienne de Villarreal. It's rich in history around here, but very, very sad. So this is the view from the back of the resistance meeting place. So this is just like a farmhouse that was loaned to the resistance as their meeting place. And on the 14th of July 1944, 9 members of the resistance, and they were joined by 3 other individuals. Of course, it's a big national holiday, so a lot of the Maquis had gone into Villarreal to celebrate Bastille Day. The sentinel, the lookout, had been killed by this point, and the rest of the resistance fighters were in this building. Hearing the truck pull up, they thought it was their friends that had come back from Villarreal, only to then find that it wasn't. It was a whole group of Nazis who went into the building and killed everyone inside. And so Millie was explaining that this place was then bought by the commune so it could be preserved as a memorial to the resistance who were killed here, and that's the official monument. So I think the father and son that were here, they were not resistance fighters, Jean and Raymond Vernet. Oh, they owned it. But we were just saying, so peaceful. You can't imagine the horrors. Once they raided this place though, they ended up with proof of other resistance posts all across the countryside, which is why they ended up having enough information to then go to Lacapelle, where I believe they killed more resistance fighters and deported many of the townspeople and took them to Auschwitz. We're planning to come back This place is open every Saturday afternoon through July and August, but you can go in if you take like a special, make an appointment. It's very sobering. Open my mail with me. So the first box I have is Look Fantastic. So it'll be some bridal stuff. 2 concealers for my MAC kit and an Elizabeth Arden lip balm. Oh, next up is the Motherload. This is from Charlotte. A number of her foundations for my kit. So the Beautiful Skin foundation. Let's get on to the real deal. I've got some letters. I have République Française, and I'm a bit concerned because one of them's addressed to Madame Wilson, which is my maiden name, so it makes me wonder what this could be from the tax people. So it should be our tax, the codes to access our online payment thing. Activation for the online space. Perfect. So that's Leon and I. Nothing to worry about there, but you never know. Madame Piercera, Assurance Maladie. This is the state-sponsored health insurance, not our private healthcare cover. Getting a carte vitale. Fantastic. Madame, to obtain your new carte vitale, it's simple and fast. 2 things I like to hear when it comes to French admin, that's for sure. Go onto your Amelie account, go on Mes Démarches and order a carte vitale, and that's it. Mine may have come through quicker for the Assurance Maladie because I had a social security number, which if you remember, when we went to the Chambre de Métier and registered our businesses and declared that we had begun working, she said to me, let's just use your old social security number if you have it, and then it will just regenerate, it will sort of reawaken, as it were. Whereas for Leon, his has had to be made, it's a brand new one. The other weird thing is it's triggered one for the lot department, which again, I used to, when I worked before, I was registered to URSSAF in the lot department because that's where I lived. Obviously now I'm in the Lot-et-Garonne, so there could be some little crossovers there, but you know what, who cares? A carte vitale's a carte vitale, and I can now access one, so that's great. Fabulous. Hope you all enjoyed opening my mail with me. I knew there'd be a lot in the box because I saw the post lady earlier struggling to stuff it all in there. So I thought I'd open it with you and then you could see in real time whether or not it was good or bad news, because I just like to keep you on your toes. It's all unfiltered. So yeah, unfiltered mail opening. Anyway, good one. I'm heading to Mark and Cath's now. They are doing some work, very sort of, what's the word, high pressure, because they have a date now to have the floor poured and they need to get the insulation down, the heating pipes down for the underfloor before that guy comes in March. We're now at the end of February. It's March 1st on Saturday. I have no idea where the time is going. We're heading over there. There's a group of us to help out. And I'm heinously late because I didn't realise that they were expecting me so early. So I'm going to dash. But hope you enjoyed that. Bit of something different. Well, hello.
Hello.
How are you getting on?
Yeah, we're having fun. So we're cutting solid insulation, which is quite nice to work with, but we've got to cut it on pipes. So it's not always as fun as you might think, but it's good stuff. Very square house. Mark's built a square house, which is lovely. After working in a barn for months that isn't square, it's quite refreshing.
I think we're finishing now actually because I need to get the table. We're going to eat in the garage.
Okay.
But yeah, they've had some on-draft Corona, haven't you? It's getting dark. But, I mean, to say what time it is, the evenings are getting lighter all the time. I've come over this morning to Cath and Mark's. We're going to do a little bit of work together, but I've come in the caravan and they're not in here. They must be working. I'm going to go on the hunt. Hello!
Hello.
Nothing, I went in the caravan. I thought you'd be in there. Where's Mark then? Down there somewhere?
Yes, go and see him.
Ah, he's outside. This is what we did yesterday. Well, I just taped the things together with Ebony. Say hello.
Hello.
When's the chape being poured?
Tuesday, so it's Wednesday today, so Tuesday next week. He comes Tuesday morning, assesses it all, measures up, orders it. It's already ordered, but then he just confirms the order by how much. And then about 11 o'clock on Tuesday morning, it all gets poured.
And are you ready? Are you on track for?
Yes and no. I've got today and tomorrow to put the insulation down, and then Friday to put the pipe work down. The trouble is I've hurt my back, and it's getting worse.
Oh, no.
So I'm really slow at working. So yeah, should be, but
We'll help
it'll
you.
be close.
It's looking good though. This room's done.
We will be ready because we have no option.
Yes.
Have to be ready.
That's what I said. We will get our visas. We have no other option. And we did get them.
Here, Liam did all this.
Oh, Mr. Pierce.
And he had to cut out. There's so much stuff that you don't see under.
It's a beautiful day, but I think it was a false spring last week, because last week I was sat out having my lunch on the terrace. It's definitely not like that anymore, but it's still gorgeous. How lovely is that? Yes, you'll have seen me opening my mail last, and that's still really great news to have gotten all that through, although I did get a message on my Instagram to say don't expect to get that carte vitale as quickly as you think. But I don't really care how long it takes, because we're covered on our private healthcare cover, so long as we get it before the 12 months is up, and then it means we won't have to renew our policy again for the second year of living here. So, no biggie. Anyway, I need a coffee.
Alexa, heater on.
They're living very much in the 21st century in this caravan.
Let's take my hair again. I look like something from 60s, you know, a bit of a...
The 60s?
I look like I've got a mullet. This is not a mullet.
You look like Billy.
I got like 10 kids.
She lives on the...
Shut up!
She's a real trailer park. Go round up the kids!
Use your seeing eyes. I don't know what other eyes are. Put your lights on.
Look like...
Oh, you look like, what's it now? With that line across your face? No.
Oh, you look like Ziggy Stardust.
I'm going to go like, oh, where is it? Oh, like that.
It's that Cath.
Oh, where are you?
Oh, how rude to interrupt us. Oh, it's probably a scam.
I don't know.
I'll answer it.
Speak! Oh. Ooh, Valerie.
I can't believe
Liar.
it the time of day.
I know, but she said Monsieur Wilson. I'm like, do I look like a
You
Monsieur?
see, Billy Ray wanted to
Yes,
hang up.
she
I
did.
should have just let her.
Monsieur. It proper is like.
That's a good
wrong.
night's sleep, that. Because she slept real heavy. There's no natural.
Is that better?
Who's your hairdresser? Debbie Skulls. If you're watching this, Debbie.
I need you.
We need you on
I need
set. Never mind the builders and the plasterers and the candlestick makers or whatever else. We need a hairdresser. Here comes Billy Ray. You don't look half as redneck as your wife.
Look, I've got a mullet. Anyway.
Billy Ray.
It looks
She's gone down
it
a
looks
bit
more
now.
mullet-like. You've spoilt it now.
Now.
Guys, it's another episode of Open My Mail with me. So we've got another letter from Assurance Maladie, which is this time, it's still addressed to me. So I don't know where Leon's has gotten to, because I've already had one. It said, go on your Amelie account and click order card. You can't get an Amelie account without a carte vitale, but you can't get a carte vitale without an Amelie account. Anyway, this letter here is, you need to open a personal account. Activate your Amelie account. I have to give them my RIB, which is the bank number. Then I need to organise a top-up insurance. So, once again, this is just my understanding of it. If you know differently, put it in the comments. Otherwise, I will need to do my own research. But in France, the health insurance only covers a certain percentage. So through our taxes and our cotizations that we pay when we work in France. That covers, I believe, 70% of the cost of any treatment, operations, whatever. Doesn't apply to conditions. I know cancer for a fact is 100% reimbursed. There are a couple more exemptions in addition to cancer treatments, but I don't remember what they are. So then you get what's called a top-up insurance to cover you for that extra 30% that's not covered by the Assurance Maladie. That's it. That's the end of this week's episode of Open My Mail with me. I feel like this is becoming a thing.
Just got back from Intermarché. This is what I want to show you. It's officially spring. They're selling, I'm hoping that these are hyacinths. Is that what they're called? They smell glorious. So I can't wait for that to come into full bloom. But there's daffodils everywhere. You can see even just outside the window, there's all daisies and forget-me-nots. Everything's coming to life. And the hydrangeas, they're bursting into life as well. So they're going to look stunning. So these trees are famous all over France. They're plane trees. I believe they were planted by Napoleon so that his soldiers could always walk in the shade.
Very thoughtful.
That is incredible, isn't it? But sadly they're under threat. There's a fungus that gets into the tree through the water source that they are using, and it's completely fatal. There's no cure, and it compromises their strength, so they become unsafe and have to be cut down. So all along the Canal du Midi, where it's very, very famous, miles and miles of these trees,
on that one.
They're all going. So yeah, it's very sad, so we have to enjoy them while they're here.
Good afternoon, it's Sunday and we've had a lovely relaxing day so far. We're just about to head out on a walk, and I thought I'd update you as to where we're going because it all ties in with the little bit of history that I showed you at the beginning of the vlog. So when Millie and I were in Tourliac, it was explained on the signpost at the house that after that event, oh, say hi Leon.
Bonjour. Ça va?
It was explained that the day after, the resistance fighters gathered in Lacapelle-Biron at the resistance meeting place there. And I think I know where that meeting place is, but I've never been. And Leon and I know approximately it's in the woods. Oh, he looks so sleepy. Oh.
He's really nice when he's sleepy.
Yes, I think I know where it is. So we're going to go and do a bit of exploring, and then we're going to head to Cath and Mark's, maybe give them a hand because they are to the wire with the floor. They need to get the rest of the insulation put down before they can put the underfloor heating pipes down, because the guy that's laying the floor is coming on Tuesday and it needs to be ready by then. So that's what we're going to do. This is what looking after a Siberian cat looks like. You have to pick their mats off.
Depends what their fur's like, because Cleo's fur is like silk. His fur's like Velcro.
Look at him,
So
look at him.
we brought this Siberian based off of the first Siberian, and she was a bit nervous, very calm, very quiet. And this one is like a little tornado.
Yeah, we used to sit there on that little shelf thing.
It's like Castle Coombe.
Actually, this is like our first vlog ever. We went on a walk to Castle Coombe, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah. Used to come here as kids, sit on that wall, and our dog used to play in that water. So we are in Saint-Avie. So as far as I know, the resistance meeting place is in the woods over that way, on the way to Gavaudan, which is along that road, follows this river. This is the Vallée du Gavaudan. So we're going to go and have a recce.
Yeah.
Leon and I were just talking about our very first vlog. If you rewind in that video history, we went on a walk local to our house. We had to drive 10-15 minutes to get to Castle Coombe, which most of you will probably recognise the name's quite famous. But it's famous.
Lots of old films, isn't it?
Yeah, Dr. Dolittle, the original one, was filmed there. When we got there, there was nowhere to park. There were people everywhere. You couldn't park. We had to park way out of the village and walk down.
You'd struggle to buy a drink in the pub, and there were 3 pubs. You couldn't get to any of them.
So we were just saying, like, comparative to England, most people that move from Britain are looking for a quieter life, a more simple life. And this is one huge payoff, that instead of us driving out of town trying to find somewhere quiet just to go on a walk, we've literally driven to the bottom of our hill, because we live on quite a steep hill, and we're planning on seeing Cath and Mark after this, so we took the car, but we wouldn't have had to, and we can literally enjoy the same walk through the woods, lovely and quiet, with a river. Oh, it's so gorgeous, and there's amazing weather, and we haven't had to go anywhere. That's a huge plus for living here, I feel. And we haven't done this enough, have we? We've been so busy.
I've kind of come here. I've had some friends that I've got some large projects that I can help them with. So I've just been helping my brother with his house, helping Nick the builder with a barn conversion. So it's been good to be busy.
Oh, it's a little bit hazardous just down here. There's lots of stones. Still no sign of a house.
There's a little sign there that says something.
Oh, yeah. It's the ruins of something up there. Or is that just a wall?
Yeah.
What's down there then?
It's the main road, doesn't it?
What is that?
Entering private property.
I'm going to find out after all this that I've been walking in completely the wrong direction. I've no idea.
Hold your hands up. Oh, I don't know the lyrics. One day like this will see me rise.
Oh, da
Elbow.
da 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 da.
Yeah, elbow. There's a path right there, Sarah.
Is there a house? I'm going to check Google Maps. So we've just crossed a sign that says Réserve du chasse, or Réserve du chasse, which basically means just be careful because there's potentially hunters around. And I said to Leon, oh well, you know, I dressed in bright orange for that. Ooh! Mountain bikers.
I've not yet got a mountain biker. I was quite a good mountain biker.
Oh, that was funny. That's why I wore bright orange, because that way the hunters can see me and I won't get shot. And Leon says, is that why I've got
Camouflage Timberland top on in green with a brown hoodie. Great. Basically, I think I'm going to die.
Yeah. So we think we might have found it.
Well,
You can barely see it through the trees, but that's a little lodge thing. Oh, I'm going to have to put my phone away so I don't fall flat on my face. So perhaps not the right thing then, babe, no? Ah!
Flat stones.
Look at that.
So I can't see it all the way in. So go up, put the thing up. And there's tinsel in here.
Wow. Oh my word, it's so cold in there.
It's freezing.
You could make ice cream in there.
So I'm inside the little lodge. You can see the detail in the ceiling. It's just little stones put together with a big stone on top. And it's really old, I'm guessing. But again, if this was in England, it would be vandalised. And out here, a little bit of tinsel on the ground. I don't know why, but
Say, there's like tinsel out here as well. And something there.
yeah.
I've just looked at my watch. 2.5k, and we haven't found the fabled meeting place of La Résistance. And I just think we can't really be bothered to go any further, can we?
I should have bought some water, a bit thirsty.
Oh no. Yes, well let's turn back then. Still trying to find it. There's like, you can see like a little path that's going off. There's quite a few of those, but you can't go up every single one or you'd never get to where you were going. doing?
So I have been cleaning. Apart from
What fabulous taping. Who, pray tell, did such a fabulous job?
well, somebody forgot that and that. It's a different colour. I don't know who that was. Because when the concrete goes down, any holes, it's like real water. It'll just disappear.
It's hard to describe chape because it's not like concrete. It's literally like almost the consistency of,
It's like Yorkshire, it's a nice thin Yorkshire pudding batter.
yeah.
So going around just checking, and so there's still some foaming to be done.
Nice.
Kathy, Blaine said if you make him a cup of coffee or tea, he'll stop for an hour or two.
All right then.
I require more than just coffee and tea.
Oh, this is the kitchen. The orange is the kitchen.
This is the island.
Sink here. I don't spend a lot of time here.
No, just point us where the dishwasher is. That's where you spend your time.
Oh, it's back here, I think. And then the island. Actually, it's bigger than this. It's wider. It comes to about here. But this is actually units, work cabinets. And then on this side, chairs. So you can sit now here.
Nearly done.
Always had such bad toothache in the night again, didn't
Did you actually?
They were nearly on the ceiling.
What, all from the other night when it was...
Do you know what I think it was? I've worked it out because I've come back here and it's gone now.
Yeah.
And I think it's like Friday night, just chilled out, and then suddenly your body starts, I don't know, falling to bits,
When
doesn't
you
it?
go on holiday, you always get ill when you first arrive.
I've just done nothing but work every minute I can. And now I like relax for a weekend. I get this massive toothache. Come back, start working, toothache's gone.
No more relaxing for you.
So just the other day, Mum, Amanda and Nick, my brother and co, there's too many of them to reel off, booked to come down. So half the posse are staying here and the other half are at our place. So yeah, it's crazy to think it'll be done because they're going to come in July and it'll all be ready.
Time for a time lapse.